Okay, great job.
Thank
you so much. What a great story. So, Phil, is there anything else that you would like to have gotten to?
No, I think it's always good to have a story, but I sort of had a story in the beginning about putting someone in a chair. I mean,
Yeah.
I've got stories that go from 30 seconds to hours, and I got days worth of them.
Yeah.
Because you can just imagine the coincidences that you find in the field, but it's just what people are putting up with. Some of them are really funny. Like I wasn't on this trip in El Salvador, and a lady, the director of development, Angela, was on this trip, and you always ask people, what are you going to do once you get the chair? What's your first thing? And a lot of times people, I've never even thought, or sometimes they have the mental disabilities as well, and they don't know how to think that through, that question. But this woman said, I'm going to go visit all the friends that I lent money because they didn't think I was ever going to see them again. But now I got a wheelchair, I'm going to go out and collect all the money that people owe me.
So 90 countries. What are a couple of the easiest countries to deal with and the toughest countries? One or two of each.
Well, Peru's probably one of the easiest countries. Peru, mainly because we have such a great team there. A lot of American people volunteers have gone to work at this church in Lima, Peru, and they have a very high level of education and expertise as far as the physical therapy, occupational therapy, physiology of the disabled, and probably some of the harder countries are the ones in Africa because the infrastructure is so depressed and the corruption is so prevalent that it's just hard for our partners to actually get the job done.
Has anybody ever stolen a cache of wheelchairs or something?
We've seen sometimes reports that they might turn up in the black market, like 1 or 2, 3 or 4, but we don't ever tell whoever gets a chair, we don't say when you no longer need it, we need it back. Because that would be very expensive to go reclaim.
Right.
So they'll probably give it to somebody or sell it to somebody. We don't care.
I would imagine in the black market they go for a lot more than well, obviously you're giving out for free.
But the market for wheelchairs in developing country is these are the people that the poorest of the poor. Yeah. So you probably couldn't get $5 for a wheelchair.
Yeah, because they don't have $5. They don't have $5. They don't have $5.
I don't even think we could get a nickel. I mean, if they have rice, we don't have any money, but we'll give you some rice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the situation.
Now, as you said, you have a religious motivation in your organization, but it's not. It's something that is. It's not a criteria for who gets the chairs and things. Is that religious orientation? Is that a plus or a minus when you're looking for donors and that sort of thing?
It can be both. It can be a plus. We get a lot of our supporters from people that, when I get a chance to speak at a church, we get a lot of supporters because they're sympathetic to helping others to begin with. They wouldn't be in church. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's a lot of corporations that, you're a religious organization. It's against our governance to allow us to donate to religious organizations. Well, we'll say, wait a minute, you donate to World Vision, they're a religious organization. Well, yeah, I know, but they do a good job. Well, we do a good job too. we just have to get the reputation that World Vision has.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of interesting. You find there are some foundations and corporations that once they hear it's religious,
they back off. Yeah, but then you find the other organizations that all of a sudden get excited because they are that way. Okay. But I think there's so many examples, and I didn't get a chance to re-elaborate on them, but there's so many examples where God stood into the free wheelchair mission and made it work. And so this is God's mission. It's not our mission, not my mission.
Well, Don, thanks again for coming on. It was great having you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.